acknowledgement kung kita tanan. Okay. So let's start. So before anything else, I would just like to manage the expectation of everyone that after this lesson, dili ta mag-expect a lot nga kabalo na dayon ta mo design og website, kabalo na dayon ta mo code og website. No, it's not. This is just um, to give you an idea on the whole process. What makes the whole process whole by starting at the first steps, which is to design a website. Aside sa mag-design lang ta og website, one of my goal is to probably kanang share my technique on designing websites. So, before we start, mo ni siya atong marag 8-step guide on designing websites. So, first of all, kinahanglan ninyo i-define inyong purpose sa site and strategy. So, before you start on anything else, you need to ask yourself in the first place, unsay nganong maghimo man ka sa imong website? Unsa may imong purpose? So, I leave that one to you to decide kung unsa. Depende sa klase sa website nga inyong himuon. So later, we might probably come up with samples and then go through these steps and then let us define. So once we go to the practical lesson, maghimo tingot tag sample nga website, probably we will introduce a product na akong i-sell and then we will go through these steps and then we will try to come up with something kung unsay ato ang na-follow ba nato ng steps. So number 2, research the latest web design trends. So manong importante man kay ni siya. The technology and even design evolves. So through time mag-evolve na siya. So ang imuhang nahibalaan atong 3 years ago, it might not be the same as now. So it would be best nga before you start on something, dapat makabalo ka sa latest web design trends para inig-apply nimo sa design, dili siya makabalo man ang mga tao kay once ibisag ikaw sige ka og browse og application, for example, makadetermine ka kung kanang particular person wala niya na-update yung app, karaan pa ang UI, pati pa kay dagway, wala pa tong ubang features kay wala pa siya nag-update. So sa web design side, when we design on something, nanay mga bagong trends nga nagawas. So if you have those ideas, ma-apply na nimo directly when you design your website. Then the third is choose your platform. Meaning unsa imong gamiton nga tools or framework or platform. Daghan man kog method, pero kani depende na ni sa unsa inyong comfortable at na may uban nga they go through the process of designing wireframing to designing using Photoshop or Illustrator or whatever tools, and then they code it to HTML. Some goes directly to HTML without going through the mock-up design. Napoy uban nga mo code na diretso, depende lang. But normally we should go to the whole process, which is design first, which is mo na atong topic karon. The best way to win a client's heart is to present design options before sila maka-decide. Kay how will the client decide kung unsa nga website yang gusto or unsa nga design if they don't see anything? So maagi kita ana, which is mo na nga tuwang i-introduce this morning for this lesson. Next, select a template and start customizing. So kani at this at this point, people mainly rely on templates. That is fine, because given that a lot of designers out there are already selling templates or a lot of free templates out there nga downloadable, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Ang inyong buhaton is just download that template and then inyong i-customize. But for me, dili kay ko ana nga method kay I'm more on building from scratch because I have my own idea in mind. Lahi man gud ko the way I work with my clients is that during the time when I interview them to gather requirements, kasulti pa lang sila silang requirements, ga-build na ko sa akong utok sa design. So that the moment I sit on my computer, kabalo na ko sa akong buhaton. Kay some majority man gud dili ina na ilang approach. Ang tendency is maminaw lang sila, they will jot down the requirements and then once they sit on their computer, magunahon na sila. Ayaw pa sa magunahon na ang silang buhaton, nasay mablanko pa sila. So in my case, gastorya pa lang ka-generate na ko og design sa akong utok. So that when I sit on my computer, I know already where to start. So inana ang akong kuan. Next is decide on your branding. So meaning lahi-lahi man ta og approach in designing. Unsay brand nga imong i-portray. Let's say sa mga artist for example, when you see a